What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for strategy with the ticker symbol MSTR. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. My goal is to show you guys what the market participants are doing and where are they most likely going to take the price to next. So let's go and clear up some misunderstandings from the last video. A lot of people believed or thought I said, well, I did say that it would take probably 3 years to come back to break even if we topped. And, you know, is depending on what you want to do. Some people will hold, continue to average down, accumulate more shares instead of, selling at a loss. I mean, I never tell you what to do. I never tell you to buy. I never tell you to sell. I never tell you to hold. I'm just analyzing the price chart. So again, if price has topped, which is unlikely, I mean, how many times do I got to say that? This is extremely unlikely that this is the top. I'm just saying if it has topped, you need to prepare for the worst case scenario that we could probably be 3 years to come back to this prior peak right over here. That's typically how Bitcoin works as well. MicroStrategy will work very similar as well. So that's what I meant about 3-year break even. I'm not telling you to hold for 3 years. I don't know what you're going to do. I don't know. I don't really care. It doesn't matter to me. I'm saying that it would take probably 3 years for the price to come back to this prior peak if we have top. That's all I'm saying. And then another thing I want to go over is that if you're scared, then you're either over leveraged or you don't know what you bought. I mean, those are the two main reasons. You're either over leveraged, meaning you have 50% of your portfolio in MicroStrategy or 100%, or you don't know what you bought, meaning like you don't understand Bitcoin, you don't understand MicroStrategy, you don't understand what having Bitcoin on your balance sheet means, you don't understand fiat currency, you don't understand, economics, you don't understand governments, you don't understand these things. Like this should not even scare you at all. And are you a trader? If you're a trader, then you should have a stop loss. You should always have a exit position ready. So like if you got scared on the breakdown, then you should have sold. Like you should have got out. Like what are you waiting for? Like where is your exit plan? Where is your exit plan? You need a entry, take profit, and a stop loss or exit plan. That's 3 things you need for every single position you enter in the market. You need an entry price, you need a take profit price, and a stop loss or an exit plan way before you even execute your trade or position. So there's nothing to ever get scared about in the market. As long as you put on your trade and you planned it out, it didn't plan out, okay, you get out of your trade. It's just simple as that. Why are you like all freaking out and stuff like that? It doesn't make any sense to me, right? But I'm just saying, like, I don't think this is a top, regardless. If you think this is the top, then that means you think Bitcoin has topped, and I don't think Bitcoin has topped at all. And I don't see how Bitcoin's going to rally double, triple, quadruple, and MicroStrategy is also not going to also double, triple, quadruple as well. That doesn't make any sense to me. So I don't think this is the top, but I do believe a bottom is near. So let's go over the chart and analyze the price action. Well, again, we had another down day today, again, because Bitcoin is also dropping, and a lot of stocks are dropping as well. So don't think like MicroStrategy is, acting any different than Tesla or any other. Palantir was dropping. Like these stocks are dropping. The market is dropping. Like there's a lot of aggressive sellers in the market. So it's not just MicroStrategy is a scam or sailors tapping the ATM right now. Like come on, man. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. But anyway, the technical said it was going to go down lower. Once we did break down lower, there was a good chance we were going to be reaching a measure move target. Currently, the target is right around the 212 level, and this is on the log scale. If you look at the regular scale, then the target is not that low. It's already at the 238 level, so it would be measuring this leg right here. This is all one large leg right here. This is the second leg down, and this one's right around the 240 level. So basically, you could say we practically reached it. So that could be a bottoming opportunity. But if you look at the log scale and you took a measurement of the prior impulse, this is all one large leg right here. And then you drag this down to this correction right there. And that's targeting right around the 213, 211 level. So again, if we do see more downside, it's still normal. That's what the bears are trying to do. They're trying to drop down the price towards the lower $200 level. However, if you look at the regular scale, it's at the 240. So which one is right? We'll see which one the market participants agree on. I don't know which one they're using. I don't know what like a millionaire is doing on his computer right now. We'll see which one they want to do. If we see aggressive buying off this level, then that tells me that they're following the regular scale chart and they want to continue to drive up the price. Either way, even on the log scale, looks like we are in this upward ascending channel. As you can see here, you connect the swing lows. Basically, we're right at the support side of the channel. So you have this pivot point right here, the first swing, and then we have the second swing right here, and then we have the third touch or the third confirmation of this line. You could always draw two lines off of anything, but when you get the third one, that basically confirms it. So we got 1, 2, 3, especially when it's spaced out like this. And then you take the same line and you make a parallel line, you drag it to this top right here. That's exactly where price topped right back over here in late November. So you can see how well this channel is working. It's very systematic. So we have price going towards one side, and now we finally reached the opposite side. It took a long time, but that's just the market works. So you wouldn't drop from November 19th straight down, like this. Sometimes you can, but a lot of times it will be dragged out, something like that. So again, the bottom is probably near. If not already, there's a good chance if we haven't done already, we could see, maybe the lower 200 levels. Again, if we break the 214 level, if we break the 200 level and we start entering the 180s, then I think, you have to realize that this is a good chance of just having a top already. And then you just have to, prepare for whatever you want to do if you're not already. So again, if we break this level right here, 184, 183, that's getting back inside this range pattern, which is not a good sign. I wouldn't say completely over, but generally when, a trend corrects that much, there's a good chance that it has topped. So you don't want to see price get that low. This is still okay in terms of being a pullback because it's still inside of an upward channel. It's still inside the channel. So we haven't even broke this trend line right here. So again, it's better we don't break it, but if we do, it's not a big deal either because that's right where the measure move target is at as well. So overall, technically it was bound to break down lower. At least we're seeing some volatility for the stock. So again, probably the volatility will continue to pick up, hopefully for the rest of March. And this is a breakout. So price did break through this prior support level about the lower 300 level. A lot of times breakouts fail. So again, breakout is not like, okay, now it's just going to continue, selling off. So how many times have you seen a breakout and it just continues dumping down like this? It's very rare, actually. A lot of times you'll see price either pull back or potentially even reverse. Just like over here, when price broke this level right here at the 182 level, see how this was prior resistance here, some resistance here, some resistance here. Look what happened after the breakout. Price broke out, pulled back, rallied higher, pulled back again, and then it rallied higher. So it didn't just shoot up through this level with green bars. It pulled back. So there's a good chance we will probably see a pullback. And this time will probably even lead to a reversal because this is right at the strong support, which is the long-term uptrend. So basically, we have a long-term uptrend right over here. Let me go and circle that. This is all a long-term uptrend with a small downtrend in play. This one right here. So which one's going to win out? We have to see which one's going to win out. Is it going to be the aggressive sellers continue to drop down the price and playing their downward channel, or is it going to be the aggressive buyers terminating the short-term downtrend and reversing it higher, something like that? So we just have to wait and see. But overall, I think the bottom is near, if not already. It's hard to say exactly when, but I don't think this is going to continue much longer. I looked at Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin looks like it has soon bottomed out as well. It reached this very close to its breakout point or its target. So I don't think this is going to continue dumping out lower. If it does, expect the lower 200s, but anything more than that, we have to start looking at considering that this was a top right here. As right now, I'm not considering it a top. So take a look at the weekly chart. Here's the weekly chart for MSTR, and you can see that, it's still a very nice uptrend. It has dropped more than any other time in this entire uptrend. So this is about a 55% drop. This previous drop was only about a 50s. But again, this is a very volatile stock, and this could be nothing, right? 50% could be like an average for the stock. So it's not a big deal. Still a nice, strong uptrend. Looks like the trend can be continuing anytime now. We're right at the support side of this trend line. Can it be adjusted a little bit slightly? Meaning, if we do continue lower, is it a big deal? So let's maybe adjust it slightly. You connect these swings together. You drag this down, something like that. So yeah, you could even go a little bit lower, maybe the 230s. So again, it's not guaranteed exactly at the 250, but again, sometime soon we should see a bottom. If we don't, then there's some red flags going on the chart. As right now, still looks very good for long-term price action. Let's go over some targets. First one, obviously, is going to be the all-time high. We need to clear that if you want to see anything more than that. So that's 546 and now, or 543. Now let's take a look at the next target, which would be a measure move up. I think I measured, let's see, how did I measure last time? I measured this leg right here, and you dragged it over to this leg. Yeah, so this is how I got $1,600, 15 to 1,600. So that'll be the next target right there. And that's based on this impulse right here, second impulse. And then you can measure other things as well. You can measure this impulse right here. This is all one large leg right here. Second leg up. I'll show you guys that right now. So second leg up right at the same area. This one takes it towards the $2,400 level. So let's go and mark that. And now let's look at the big one, the granddaddy that everyone wants, 4,000. So we measure this leg right here, this entire impulse up. And then we drag it over. And that's right around 4,200, 4,300. So again, we'll see if MicroStrategy can get there. I don't think it's impossible. I think there's a good chance we can see price get up there. But first, let's see if the trend can reverse any time now. So I think it will. Looks like long term, it's in this massive uptrend. You see that we have a low right here, another higher low, a higher low, a higher low. And we're not going to come back to this prior low right here at the $15 level. I don't think so. Even if it crashes, a major amount. Let's say if it crashes from this peak down, 95% would take it to $26. So is this going to crash 98% of the way when they hold that much Bitcoin? I don't think so. So we're going to probably continue to make higher highs, higher lows in the future. So we can connect the swing lows. You drag up to the highs. And we already busted to the top side of this channel. So probably the midline now is acting like some sort of support and resistance. And you can see that we're right at or approaching or even near the midline of the massive channel. So let me go and erase this up. Show you guys maybe on the monthly chart, easier to see. Maybe on the 2-month. Maybe we go on the 2-month chart. Let me see if this can work. So we have swing low right here, drag this up, something like this. That looks pretty good. So see how price was in this channel right here? We have 1 right here, 2, 3. This also predicted the top of the 2021 bull market. How do I know? Because look, if you connect these two swings, this swing to this low, and then you move it up to the high. So let's say you didn't know where it's going to top. Let's say you had these two swings in play. Again, it wasn't really confirmed, but let's say you still use that because it's still a nice trend line. You drag it up to the highs, and then what do you know? Price hit right at the top of the channel, and then it marked the top. And then it sold off lower. And then we bottomed again at the trend line. So we had the third confirmation. And now price went up. Boom. It got rejected. So people were thinking maybe 192, 195 was the top. But this time, look how the trend did. It blasted right through the top side of the channel. So when that generally occurs, you double it. So let's double the channel now. So now the previous high is the midline now. And now you double it. So it'd be something like this, give or take a couple points, and we could be very close to retesting the midline. And now let's say what the target is. Again, it's in the 4 digits. It's sometime this year as well. You can see that if it goes in this very exponential pace, it can approach the top side of the. See, it's still moving at this very strong pace, and we haven't even seen nothing yet. If this thing is going to reach 4,000 this year, then you haven't seen anything yet. So again, technically it's still very bullish in my opinion. That's what the chart is telling me. I don't see any topping signs right now. We're still within a realm of being a pullback, and we'll go from there. That's all I have for MicroStrategy on the daily weekly charts. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.